walked into the school with a loaded shotgun, but was met with a gesture of humanity and compassion that ended up saving the lives of hundreds of children.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
There's a school shooting, Park Rose High School. Park Rose High School.
Keanon Lowe transformed into the hero of Park Rose High School.
He put his life at danger for us.
Angel Granados Diaz was on the verge of causing a massacre inside the school, which has more than 900 students. The young man, just 18 years old, had entered the campus with a shotgun and walked around the campus with the weapon loaded until Coach Lowe was called in to contain the situation.
You could have died.
Yeah.
The students noticed the gun Granados was carrying and began to run in terror.
Once we heard that there was a gun, everybody just started panicking more. Like, people were crying and people like shaking.
It all seemed like the recipe for a terrible disaster, like the ones America is sadly already familiar with. It was precisely at that moment that the coach decided to act. Without thinking about his own life, he snatches the gun from the young man and makes sure to keep it out of the attacker's reach. It all happens in a matter of minutes, while the other students desperately continue to evacuate. However, incredible as it may seem, that wasn't Keanon Lowe's most moving gesture, for he not only disarmed Angel and saved the students, he put his human qualities on full display. What the boys said to him as they embraced touched the coach's heart. Lowe embraced and held the 18-year-old with enormous compassion. When most would think of violently restraining the attacker, Lowe hugged him tightly as he spoke to him and remained calm.
The kid starts to break down. I didn't want to hurt anybody. I didn't want to hurt anybody. That's what he said to me. I just wanted to hurt myself. And he goes on to say, nobody cares about me. And I told him I care about him.
What could have easily been a school tragedy took a different turn thanks to Keen's assertiveness and measured approach to the critical situation.
You could have died.
Yeah. That wasn't my time, though.
This teacher and football coach marked everyone's life on that unforgettable day. However, that wasn't the only unforgettable event in the former athlete's life. After playing for the Oregon football team, Lowe had a career paved for success in the NFL. However, just as sudden as his heroic act was the death of his best friend. The accidental overdose of the man who was his brother sent him back to Portland, his hometown, where he was subsequently hired at Park Rose School. This would not only change his life, but the lives of his students as well.
I don't really have much of a dad right now, so when he came in here, he changed my mentality of there's actually someone out there that I can look up to.
Lowe is highly respected and loved in his community, and the totally selfless act of saving his students has added to that affection. However, he never thought he would live through such an episode.
Think it will ever happen?
Never. Never in a million years.
We'll never know how many lives Keen saved that day, or how terrible the scenario would have been if he hadn't acted the way he did. The attacker, meanwhile, was released on parole and will receive mental health support. In a country like the United States, where an average of 11 people a day are killed by firearms, Keanon Lowe is without a doubt a much-needed hero.